So I'm just going to trim this down to more recent vintages, maybe 2019 onwards. And what we're seeing here is each point on this graph is an average for the wells that were brought online in that period of time. So let's see, we can see Aethon up here around 4,500 pounds per lateral foot, kind of dipping down. Oh, almost 1,000 pounds per lateral foot. That's a recent development to keep an eye on. Meanwhile, we've got Osaka Gas. They're kind of down here, maybe number 8 out of the top 10 by well count. They're kind of jumping there. Oh, well, it's a single well, but it looks like they're trying something new here. The first well they brought on in 2025 seems to have gone up by about 1,000 pounds per lateral foot. So they're experimenting with some of those higher pressure fracs. Sorry, not pressure, higher proppant intensity fracs. We can generally see that the trend is kind of up and to the right for proppant intensity through time. Down here, we call this our violin plot. At a base level, it's a box and whisker chart, but instead of it just being the box and whiskers, you actually get the distribution. So for example, Osaka Gas, you can see that they have kind of two different completion phases that it looks like they've been trying out, right? You've got these less intense, this bubble right here in the less intense zone of 1,500 pounds per lateral foot, it looks like. And then another bump out here right around 4,000 pounds per lateral foot. So it looks like through time, maybe these are some of the older wells over here, but the newer wells, they seem to be going with that new completion design. Then you've got Paloma, who's pretty much always above 3K pounds per lateral foot, up to, wow, 5,200 pounds per lateral foot. And then Aethon, they're doing very heavily intensive fracs right here at about, what would you say that is? Median saying 4,500 pounds per lateral foot. And that shouldn't really be too much of a surprise. It's a gas play. It's deeper. There's more pressure, so it's going to take more proppant to kind of wedge those fractures open and allow the hydrocarbon to flow. It is interesting to see Exxon over here, kind of in that 2K region, along with TG and Exco.